Do you really expect us to believe you're somebody else?
Do you really expect me to not push you up against the wall, biatch?
Whoa.
All right, eh?
You know guys, initially I wasn't gonna upload today, for whatever reason. I know a lot of people hate Mondays, but my Monday is Wednesday. I just don't like Wednesdays. I don't like Wednesday in class, I don't like Wednesdays at work, I don't like Wednesdays at home on the video games.
Worms, butterflies, ants, nigga, I don't like nothing.
Everything about Wednesday is like, I'd rather die twice than exist on a fucking Wednesday. But the reason I'm uploading today is not only because, as always, we have Call of Duty news, and today's news is actually kind of fucking crazy. But guys, the last I checked, we were like 30 subscribers away from hitting 40,000 subs, which is absolutely insane. By the time you guys are watching today's video, we've either already hit it or we're very, very, very close to it. So really quickly, I want to thank you guys for 40,000 subscribers. Holy shit. Hashtag Fooly50 in the comments. We've been spamming that so much, I didn't even realize that Fooly 40 was here, you know what I'm saying? But guys, before we get into the video, the special announcement I have is that for 40,000 subscribers, we are gonna do a very extra long live stream with a live Q&A.
We did it!
There's gonna be a place for you guys to submit your questions, and on top of that, I'm gonna be answering questions live for everybody. It's gonna be a great fucking time, it's gonna be a goddamn party, so please, stay tuned for that. Make sure to turn on the post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, and please bitch slap the piss out the like button, guys, because today we have some news regarding Call of Duty's health. And I know we talk about that all the goddamn time, but guys, I can see right through Activision. Like, you can see right between the lines. I can read this situation like the back of my hand. Activision's play is not only desperate, it's pathetic, and it's also an easy fucking read. This tweet comes out from Scatmaster Charles. He says, Verdansk will reportedly return to Call of Duty Warzone in Season 3 of Black Ops 6 and Warzone via the Ghost of Hope. Now, this news actually did come out quite a few months ago. We knew that Verdansk was going to be coming out with Black Ops 6 initially at least, but then they decided to pull it back a few months into the new year, and we find ourselves here today, guys, where the current state of Call of Duty is just so utterly down bad. As we've discussed in many videos, our developers are incompetent as all fuck. The gooch lickers and the fanboys, unfortunately, they have human rights. Do they deserve them? Absolutely not, but they do. Other content creators out here wanting to be meat shields for Activision for no reason other than to be invited to the next Special Olympics event. And while all of that is happening, guys, for the week of December 28th through January 4th in the US, Call of Duty remained at the #2 most played game on PS5 and #1 on Xbox Series X and S. The game, however, fell down to #9 on Steam.
It's done!
Activision understands very well that the health of Black Ops 6 and this current Call of Duty title is just horrible. There is no other way to spin it. You can say, yeah, #1 on PlayStation and Xbox, good job. Except in reality, it's behind Fortnite and NBA 2K. And on Steam, we're barely in the top 10, which is something I've never seen for Call of Duty in my entire time playing it. And Activision, they can see this as well. Well, with the report of Verdansk coming out in Season 3, I think it's pretty obvious to tell what Activision's play is here. You see, they can definitely release this for Season 2 because the reception for Call of Duty currently is already so bad that by the time Season 2 comes out, anything that they try doing, it's probably going to be met with horrible reception, with a lot of people talking mad shit. Obviously, you're going to get people like myself, the Scatmaster, and other content creators like me bashing on Season 2. You know why? Because whatever they do put out, it's not going to be enough. If it's not a significant overhaul to the overall state of the entire game, I don't care what map you add in, I'm not interested. And as I say that, what I assume to be the biggest selling point of Season 2 is actually a Black Ops 6 Zombies map, which is coming out on January 28th with more details coming out today about it, which is pretty crazy considering it's 115 day, and I understand that's Treyarch's whole thing with zombies, and it's cool, it's special. We're gonna get all the gooch lickers out here talking about, oh my god, this is the greatest update ever, thank you so much, Treyarch, Call of Duty saved! Look, on the zombies front, I can even admit right now, it's probably the most enjoyable aspect about Black Ops 6 aside from ranked play in my opinion, but if we're talking the entire majority of the community and what they're actually preferring, it's 100% zombies. So this zombies update for season 2, I'm sure it's actually gonna be great. I enjoy zombies, but is it what we're looking for season 2? No, for season 2 what we're looking for is the game to improve. So if they're rushing and pushing out a new zombies map for season 2, which we knew they weren't gonna do initially, all that tells me is that the quality of life support updates for season 2 aren't gonna be up to par, which then leaves us to season 3 where Activision plans on re-releasing Verdansk to get everybody back on board without the burden of actually having to improve the game. Now, it doesn't take a rage baiter or even the dumbest Call of Duty gooch licker out there to realize Activision is only releasing Verdansk because this is one of the lowest points in Call of Duty history. The easiest way to think about this, I am going to equate this situation to Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, because the initial reception going into Infinite Warfare was so poor, it was so dog shit, that Activision's saving grace for that year was going to be Modern Warfare Remastered. They paired the two up, and all of a sudden, that was a successful year. Now here in Black Ops 6, we have a lot of things going against Activision when it comes to metrics that are actually somewhat important or relevant, such as the player count, how many copies are being sold, where they're ranking in games played on any platform, and the percentage of the player count on some of these platforms are plummeting and dropping faster than Lizzo dolphin diving for a fucking Big Mac.
God damn!
You see what I'm saying, guys? Activision is very desperate because they understand Black Ops 6 is not performing well, no matter what gooch licker wants to say what. I don't give a fuck if Exclusive Ace comes out here and is like, oh, well, I actually kind of enjoy this game and all these other people, they're farming easy views. Shut the fuck up. That's the point of YouTube, Ace. Shut up. And don't get me started on Dyke Dynamite. I'd take a shit in his wop any day. So yes, I can very clearly see what Activision is going with the re-release of Verdansk and why they're gonna do it at a certain time as opposed to any other time. Now guys, when Verdansk eventually comes out, you heard it here first guys, Verdansk will be such a fat ass failure. It's going to flop. It's obviously not going to retain the same amount of people that it once did back in the pandemic. I've always said this about Warzone and Verdansk, but it's always been a gimmick and it's always been a matter of timing and when it came out, because during the pandemic, obviously, people are looking to do stuff at home. It was the first battle royale to come to Call of Duty, so it's a massive thing already just by its name alone, but all the streamers and everybody that was putting Call of Duty back on the map for Activision, they really did capture a special moment back in 2020 and 2021, but guys, we're in 2025, and right now we're dealing with the most stale state of Call of Duty that we've seen in years. Not very many people are playing Warzone or the multiplayer experience for this year's Call of Duty title, and honestly, the hype for Warzone, it is already gone. It's already overstayed its welcome, and I'm actually going to pull this up from the article attached to that initial tweet from the Ghost of Hope and Charlie Intel talking about Verdansk returning. Why wait until Season 3? What's taking them so long? A second user asked. There is also hesitation that Verdansk will solve all of the current problems Warzone suffers from. In December 2024, Warzone lost over 102,000 players, or 32.6% of its player base on Steam. Now we understand that that number has grown significantly. We're actually around the 50% mark if I'm not mistaken, which is fucking insane for Call of Duty. I mean, shit, if this game is not dead and it's not in a poor state, I might as well be a seahorse with titties because that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Frustration stemmed from performance issues and an overabundance of cheaters, and some players fear that nothing will change until those complaints are addressed first. The game will be completely dead by Season 3 if they don't make major changes in the Season 2 update, a third commenter argued. Now, whoever these commenters are, they are not rage baiters, they're just regular people expressing their opinion. And it just so happens, their opinion is fucking correct. If you dislike their sentiment, get a mouthful of balls and shut the fuck up. What they're saying is absolute facts, because when Verdansk finally launches, if we haven't had an entire overhaul to not only the matchmaking, but the shadow banning issues and the cheating and hacking situation, Verdansk will come and go very quickly, because people are gonna join Verdansk and be like, okay, well, I guess I'll try it out, but then they're gonna realize that there's still cheaters and hackers, and that this cheating and hacking epidemic, this fucking problem, has persisted since the launch of this game, and it still hasn't gotten any better.
Police! Help! Help!
Now, if Activision and RICOCHET have already talked about how this update to the cheating and hacking situation and anti-cheat is coming around Season 2 and 3, why the fuck can't they just bring it to its pinnacle for Season 2 and then release Verdansk at the same time with Season 2 with that update, guaranteeing that there's very minimal hackers or cheaters in the game, and seeing actual success in that way? Oh yeah, it's because, you know what? That requires too much common sense. And on top of that, whatever update they have ready for Season 2 and that they've been hyping up this entire time, it's not gonna do shit. I've talked about this before, I've expressed this sentiment many times. I don't think they're ready for Season 2, which is why Verdansk is coming out in Season 3, and they're hoping to bring players back with it. But as I've been saying since the start of 2025, guys, we have an actual golden opportunity in our hands to actually elicit some changes in the Call of Duty space. We've seen multiple people finally be on board with this movement in Call of Duty that we are just demanding change and that we're not satisfied with the bare minimum. And if they're trying to give us the bare minimum, or they're just fucking around and fucking the game up even more, we're gonna call them out to no end.
Now listen!
And that's something that I genuinely push for, and it's something that we've been seeing for the most part, and I think it's extremely healthy for Call of Duty at this point, because they really do need their ass kicked right now with the amount of problems that are persisting in this game currently. And what better time than to actually double down, and whenever Verdansk comes out, to not just accept it. They're banking on people forgetting about all of the issues that are existing in Call of Duty right now because of Verdansk's re-release. That is the moment that you stamp your ballsack, your scrote, all over Activision's forehead, and you let them know that, hey, you're not just gonna bait me in with Verdansk, okay? This isn't gonna be a repeat of Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Work on actually improving the state of the game, get the community back on your side without baiting them in, and you might actually see some success. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on Verdansk returning in Call of Duty? And do you think they're actually gonna fix the game by Season 2 or 3? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.